two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Bow, 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 bow. I don't know.
Is this the intro now?
No, we're a jazz band now.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, guys. Welcome to episode 3 of Name Pending Podcast.
I was never sent an email about becoming a jazz band.
It was a memo. We sent it around the office.
I won't get
Linda
into it.
Linda should have gotten it to you.
Not happy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Not happy. So yeah, welcome back, guys. Get you guys up to speed. We watched two movies over the week, and we'll be mainly discussing those. Josh, can I help you? Josh is trying to do yoga right now in the studio, and it's not making any sense.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, this is a yoga studio, is it not?
No.
No. You guys all gaggling. It's so funny. Anyways,
senpai.
The two movies.
Sorry.
The two movies we watched that we'll be discussing mainly on the podcast today are Return of Swamp Thing and
Yes,
the amazing Miami Connection. So let's have a round of applause for insert clapping noise.
Ow, my hands.
It's a whole crowd.
Yeah.
But yeah, first things first.
Name Pending Podcast is filmed before a live studio audience.
Yeah.
That sounded so real with like you saying it in my head, like the way it came through in the headphones. I was like, "What is this guy in the back of the? Is this the announcer at Double Dare?" So like, what the fuck is going on? That's just how it sounds in my headphones. That's not how it sounds on the podcast.
Turn my headphones up.
Turn my headphones up.
But yeah, Miami Connection, and Return of Swamp Thang.
Yeah.
Make my heart sing.
I guess we should let everybody know who we are. I am.
Oh yeah.
James.
This is shambles. That's not my name. My name's Josh. I am the Knight.
I'm John.
Oh yeah, you have a new nickname. Nobody's calling you.
Nobody in the office acknowledged that memo.
The Knight.
We all got that memo.
Excuse me,
like,
the
no,
Knight.
We're not calling him that.
Can you get my facts, please? The Knight. God, I'm getting sick of this Knight shit. No, I didn't say anything. But yeah, you really liked Return to Swamp Thing, James.
I did. I
didn't like it as much as you did. You fucking love that shit.
There was something. Okay, so we get Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, right? And that sets the foundation of comic books now, right?
Yeah.
Before that, they had movies that did the same corny shit. It's just dated. Like
That's true,
from the
yeah.
opening. The way it opened, you got your classic, what the fuck is that creature? And then Swamp Thing shows up and destroys it. But the fact
like
that he's
Squid
like,
Face.
I'm Swamp Thing. No, he says, people call me Swamp Thing.
He just
And
straight up says it.
Wait, what?
What do you mean they call you Swamp Thing?
It's so...
You are a Swamp
and it is
Thing.
Return of Swamp Thing. It is Return, so it's established like that's what they call him. But
Guess
it's
who's
Turn
back?
of the Swamp Thing.
But it freezes, and then we get titles zooming in next to the freeze frame of Swamp Thing, and then we cut to Born on the Bayou, and there are comic book clippings in the background.
That was great.
Like,
I fucking love that.
Yeah. Fun title opening, like title credits, and I was like, man, this is something that comes out today. But it's old. It's old.
Yeah.
God, what year
That's
was
true,
that?
yeah.
What year was that? I'm gonna look at it.
It was 89, I think.
89?
I'm not 100% on that. I can't quite remember.
That's a good guess. Let's take a look. Judges?
That sounds too new.
Judges?
89.
Oh.
Yeah, good call.
It doesn't look like 89.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that cover.
For the folks at home, we're looking at a picture of Swamp Thing holding a damsel, and she's in distress.
Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heather
Man,
Locklear.
You
she's
can really
a really
tell
good.
she's in distress with the way she's like.
Yeah, she doesn't look scared.
Remember how in love with him she was all of a sudden? It was like movies happening, and then she's like, "I want to bone this cucumber."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was so weird.
It's because he's a plant, and she doesn't like people. She only likes
He's
plants.
like, I'm a plant. You know, it's like William Shatner as Swamp Thing. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
What was the actor's
And then she's
name?
like,
I remember
"Well, I'm a
his name was-
vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian."
But I remember his
actor.
name was amazing.
Yeah.
It was something ridiculous.
It's almost
Look up-
like on the lines of like Dirk
Yeah.
Diggler.
Yeah,
It's
it was
like-
close
Yeah.
to Dirk
It's-
Diggler.
It's a porno
There it
name.
is. There it is. Oh God, damn it.
We're bringing it up. People.
It's Dick Durock.
Dick Durock.
Dick
Dick Durock Johnson.
Hi, I'm Dick. Your pizza's here. but the movie opens with what's her name? Heather Locklear. Anyway, the woman in the movie, she's spraying plants
Oh God.
and talking to them,
Yes.
and they're establishing that she talks to plants.
Like it's a cute thing. Like she
Yeah,
works
exactly.
at this nursery and
It's
she's
a,
like
it's a quirky thing.
It's supposed to be cute,
spraying the plants,
and it's
she's
not.
like, "Oh hey Jeffries.
Yeah, she has names for them. They were printed out a minute
Oh
ago.
Nicole." And they're like, "What? Who does this? You're not 80.
Yeah,
You're like
exactly.
18."
Yeah, you haven't lost your
the
family
fuck
in
is
a
happening?
bus accident
And then
like
the-
I have.
And then the other lady working there just absolutely hates her.
Yeah. She doesn't say anything.
Yeah, the entire that character, this large African American woman, is eating chicken noodle soup and rolling her eyes into her fucking brain, just like she is the full embodiment
Yeah.
of the audience.
She's
We're
worked
all
with
like,
her-
Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
clearly worked with her for a year.
Who else is in this? Well, I mean, there's other people, but like somebody of noteworthy conversation is the actress from
Oh,
Death
yeah,
Stalker
I forgot
2
about
is
that.
in this. She makes
yeah.
she makes a surprise performance.
Yeah. The
Like,
main
it's not even a
woman in
cameo.
I can't remember her name. The main actress in Death Stalker 2.
It's
is in it, yeah.
Gabriella, right?
Yeah,
we have it up
Gabriella
right
something.
there.
Yeah, we do have it right here. Monique Gabrielle.
Monique Gabriella. God.
And she doesn't even have a speaking line until like an hour into the
Yeah,
movie.
it takes a while. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh, you called that. You were like, I bet she doesn't even have lines.
Yes. It's
And we thought, halfway through the movie, she hadn't spoke yet, so we thought that.
yeah. And same director as Death Stalker 2, Return of Swamp Thing. So that was surprising.
Right, you are.
So
We need
it
to get that.
explains why you continuously cast someone that can't act at all,
I want this movie. I want this
like
movie.
on DVD.
Blu-ray, any fucking thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want it so bad. Blu-ray would
That would be
probably
pretty
look
cool.
even worse. So I want to
Yeah,
see
it
it
would.
in all of its imperfections.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
special effects were so fucking cool. Like,
Yeah,
the
it was
cockroach
awesome.
man. Like
Oh God, yeah.
the inserts of like the alligator dude in the cage. He just kept like dragging his alligator side face on the bars. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah,
I had a lighting issue with it. I was like, everything's too brightly
yeah,
lit.
they lit everything
Yeah.
way too
It's
much.
like flat lit, like some fucking Fantastic Four shit. Like you're like, wow, I see everything. I
Yeah.
see everything.
Nope,
Yeah.
you don't do that when
I
you have
see
monsters.
everything. Yeah.
But they it was pretty cool to see mutated people in it.
Yeah.
They were fish people
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he's Swamp Thing. That's how he was made.
Yeah. I really want to see the first one. You know, the predecessor. I wonder
Was
what
there a first movie?
there has to be, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
Let's click
You'd
on
think, right?
Sir.
Where's-
Let's click on Sir Dick Durock's IMDb real quick.
he's a hero, by the way, people. Don't get this confused with Creature from the Black
82.
Lab.
Look at that cover.
oh,
That one's glorious.
What is it animated?
Look at that cover.
That's awesome.
I'm
Oh,
digging
That's a
that.
Drew Struzan right there.
Yeah, that's what
Just
it feels
kidding.
like.
It's not.
He's a phenomenal
Yeah, I
artist.
love
science
him, yeah.
transformed
He's got a
him
great
into a
documentary.
monster. Love changed him even more.
Nice,
Love
nice.
changed him.
Science
Love.
transformed.
He's a lizard. He's a fucking vegetable, literally.
It's really
How does he
cool, though.
fall in love, James?
Because
Who's
it's
gonna
not
fuck
about the
that?
monster on the outside. It's about the man on the inside.
Okay.
You know. like
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast and what else? Frankenstein in Love or something.
No one's fucking that. I don't
Yeah,
care what's inside
except
of
Heather
him.
Locklear.
Yeah,
Like,
she
she
might,
was
yeah.
all up on.
You're gonna give me a
But-
movie role?
But
Oh, I
I'm
thought
a
you meant
plant.
Monique. Yeah.
You see, that's okay. I'm a vegetarian. Shut up! I love this movie. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
much
so
fun.
bad. Yeah,
They
I
built
love
that
it.
entire plantation just to blow it up at the end. Talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
production.
that was
Yeah,
They
oh,
spent
yeah.
a lot of money on
Oh,
this movie.
definitely.
But it was
Yeah.
so. It seemed like very tongue in cheek.
Sorry, I blew the mic out.
Oh, you're good. You blow everything. That'll be your lower third. Josh blows everything.
Blows everything.
But they had from the opening scene, I pitched the idea that it was a big budget film, but like horrible execution with Deathstalker 2, right? And that's
Yeah.
when we see the special forces, which looks like a bunch of block dads, like block party dads, just
Wait,
show up in
Which
camouflage.
special forces?
In the very beginning of
Yeah,
Swamp
the very
Thing.
very first.
They're all
scene.
wearing different types of camouflage.
Oh, yeah.
Some guy's
Yeah.
wearing a fishing hat. You're
Yeah,
like, come on, these aren't special ops.
They brought it from home.
Yeah, that's somebody's fucking dad right there. Like, I mean, of course, special ops, personnel could be a father. That's not the point I'm trying to make.
No, they
It's a
looked
grown
like-
ass,
No.
old, out of shape
Professionally,
man.
Yeah,
they're
it-
fathers.
He's like
They
a
look like they
Special
should have been
Forces
at like a
mercenary.
barbecue. It's
Yeah.
like, hey Steve, how's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
finances going? Oh, another day.
Yeah. He's got the white New Balance with the calf-high white socks. Like, what the fuck? That's who was the sergeant. You know?
Yeah, he was in his mid-50s.
It was pretty bad right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad right off the bat. But I just knew there was just some gem about it, and that's when we see Swamp Thing, and he's like, people call me Swamp Thing.
And he's a...
Don't oughta buy.
That was a good song
Copyright.
choice. But yeah,
It really
for
was.
For the people at home, Swamp Thing is a good guy. It's not the creature from the Black Lagoon that everyone confuses them.
Everyone
bad
being
guy.
2 people. 3
Yeah.
people.
Me.
3 out of 4 people will confuse
No, it's
it.
everyone.
No, well, so far of the people we've talked to, collectively us, we've all confused him for Creature for the Black Lagoon.
Oh, really?
I never
Oh,
did.
you didn't?
No, I never did.
Oh, well,
No,
well you're
Yeah,
special.
He doesn't
I knew
got
what
it.
Swamp
Okay,
Thing was.
two out of 3 dentists confused him for the Creature for the Black Lagoon.
Oh, yeah, the...
Doctor.
You guys remember the kids?
Oh my
There was 2 kids in the movie. It
Oh,
was
God.
like...
the worst.
The comedic
Yeah,
Oh
relief
my
kids.
god!
It was
As
like-
if the film wasn't comedic relief enough. People call me Swamp Thing.
What thing? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
please don't try it.
It's
It's
like-
so obnoxious.
It's like a
It's
low
so
rent.
obnoxious.
What's his name from the Goonies?
Chunk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a low rent chunk.
Yo, low
Yeah,
rent
yeah.
chunk. But they went for like a voice where it's like, all right, how can we find a human embodiment for a pig?
And this predates Honey Boo Boo. This predates Honey Boo Boo and her
Yeah.
madre.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So he is like he's squealing the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like Deliverance the child.
yeah.
It's just all his lines are like, even if they're quiet, it's like a scream whisper. It's like, what the fuck? And then the little black kid from the Bronx or something
Yeah.
does not belong in the swamps.
Yeah, yeah.
In no way, shape, or form has he ever been in the South. And they're supposed to be
Yeah.
friends. Like, it just the childhood charm was not there. It
No,
was so
they weren't
obnoxious.
friends. They met 5 minutes before they
Yeah.
started
exactly,
shooting.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't know each
Exactly.
other.
Be sure and smile, Billy.
Yeah, yeah.
Just-
Remember, you're friends.
They're just getting in like a 91 Honda. A 90 what, an
A
Accord.
1997 Honda Accord.
They're getting in a 1997 Honda Accord, and the mother is just whipping them with a hanger. You didn't smile enough today. You know.
Oh, in real life. I
Yeah,
was like,
in
when
real
did
life.
this happen in the movie? I don't remember this.
Damn it, Josh.
I ruined it. Sorry.
Josh, you're like the perfect bridge between podcast and listener. Like, you're
Often
here,
confused.
But you're also out of like, what's going on? I'm not in the studio.
I really can't stress enough. He's a hero. There's not that much that happens in the swamp. It's
Yeah.
a fucking swamp. People
Yeah.
aren't dying. I mean, in this movie they are.
He's kind of like the Hulk in a way too, because it's like mad scientist does something to himself.
Yeah,
and
he's
runs
exactly
off.
the Hulk.
Yeah,
He is the Hulk.
Yeah.
yeah.
Basically.
He's low budget Hulk.
Yeah, low budget Hulk. Yeah.
But he has a lot of potential as a character design.
What?
Like they could be very dark with it.
Oh, I see what
Like
you mean.
it could
Okay.
genuinely
There's a
be.
potential to be better than it was.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
'cause
I
the movie
love the
itself was
campiness
just-
of it. I love the campiness,
Yeah, me too,
but
yeah.
it fits the era. It fits
Yeah.
the time. I mean, hell, we watched Reb Brown in Captain America, and Return
my
of the Hulk
God.
was 10 times better.
Return of the Hulk?
I mean, Return
Return
of
of
the
the
Swamp
Hulk.
Thing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we were just
See, he
talking
is
about
the
the Hulk.
same character.
Yeah, he is the same character. That was the Swamp Thing was way better than Captain America driving
Oh,
around the
definitely.
desert with a
By
plastic
far.
shield. Oh my god.
Captain America fucking sucked. It ends with him resuscitating somebody.
Oh
And the
yeah,
guy he kills.
Yeah.
What?
He poisons the bad guy with carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
And then
brings-
resuscitates him because if his heart
Yep.
stops, the bomb goes off or some shit.
It's like
The big ending
it's,
of the
it's an
movie.
early speed.
Yeah, and then
It's an early
and then
speed.
roll. Yeah. CPR, roll credits.
Yeah, exactly. For real, it's fucking terrible.
So let's all right. It is terrible. Let's talk about something amazing, and that is Return of Swamp Thing, 1989, starring Dick Murdoch,
No, it's
Dick
DeRock.
Burbank,
It's
Dick
direct.
DeRock.
Dick DeRock.
What a great name, though. We need to see
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah, we should get the first one, man.
because I heard this was such a huge hit.
Really?
Yeah, that's why.
Dude, the first one's
Wes
probably
Craven?
good.
Did I see that correctly?
What the fuck?
Writer director.
What the fuck? That's nuts.
Right.
Wes Craven did it? That's
That's
so
a
cool.
perfect example.
It's gonna be
though.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we look at Return of the Swamp Thing. We talk about the production value and execution. Wes Craven wrote and directed the first one, probably skyrocketing it to fame, right? And then
Yeah.
the
Oh,
studio's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, let's whip
Old
up another
Boy makes
one.
Deathstalker 2, which was another repeat of a huge hit, which was Deathstalker.
Deathstalker, yeah.
but
Is this
horrible
dude
execution.
Oh my.
That's his career.
That's
that's what he
his
does.
career. He makes sequels to like successful movies,
Dude,
and then
it's-
they're just
Wow.
shit sequels. They give him a high budget and like, oh my god.
That's
See, it's
exactly.
production stills like this that inspires modern chromatics.
He's just drinking some coffee.
You know what I mean? Like seeing a film for what it like.
Yeah, we're just so you know,
artistically
we're,
is.
for the folks at home, we're looking at production stills for.
Yeah,
we can,
sorry.
We can maybe like put them on the video.
John,
when we
that's too much
edit.
time.
It's
There's not enough
one-
time.
It's one.
We're out of
still.
time.
All right.
There's no time, man.
We just need Van
We're all
Damme up in
editing
here. He'll
right
save
now.
it.
We're all editing right now.
Time cop.
Actually, Josh brought Cat's Eye, so we can upload
Yeah.
that today.
Cat's
Cat's
Eye.
Eye.
We can have a new episode.
We watched Cat's Eye.
Time's Eye.
Times Kai.
It was really good.
Cat's Eye is really good, yeah.
Well, I
But
spilled my
digressing
drink.
a little bit. Well, I spilled my drink. So yeah, Return of Swamp Thing was absolutely amazing. We need to see the first one. I had no idea Wes Craven wrote and directed it.
Yeah,
That's,
we definitely
dude.
need. We definitely
that's
need the first.
crazy
one.
so
fucking cool.
But yeah, Return of Swamp Thing was definitely amazing, but it wasn't the best
in
of the
its
night.
own, it's like its own tier. Like, it's nowhere near what Wes Craven's execution is going to
for
be.
for sure.
But like
for sure.
in its own
No,
bracket,
I know-
it
I know
soars.
what you- I know what you
like,
mean.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
But what
It-
I'm saying is
compared to Captain America,
Oh, yeah.
in that bracket, oh, it's killing it.
Oh, killing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna talk about the overall bracket, that was not the best movie of the night,
Oh
was it?
shit!
No,
No,
it
that was
wasn't.
not the best movie. Are we ready for this?
Oh,
though?
but
I think
just wanted to say I give
go on.
Return of Swamp Thing 3 out of 5 gators.
I give it 7 pigeons
7
out of
pigeons.
6 bowling balls.
Well, hold on. He already set the.
Yeah, because you know
Rating.
what I
There
like
is
to
no
do.
rating
There-
system.
you know
7
what?
fucking
That was a test.
pigeons.
No,
That
I
was a
take a
test.
movie and I put a number on it. I love doing that. Just dumb it down, you know. It's a number.
Return of Swamp Thing though was spectacular.
It was
Oh,
it was
we didn't
okay.
even talk
Yeah, it was
about
good.
the. I say spectacular in such a way.
Oh, in
that
the
it's-
bad way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not
Yeah.
like It's not like Godfather, and that's
Obviously.
not even like
Yeah,
that's a pretentious
or, I
thing
mean,
to say. But like I'm
Godfather's
trying
no
to think of
Swamp
something
Thing.
that is
Okay, on the
genuinely
bad-o meter.
spectacular.
God-
Godfather's
it was
no
pretty
Return of
good.
Swamp Thing. Godfather's no Return of Swamp Thing.
No,
It's an okay
they're
movie,
neither
but
nil
Return of
nor.
Swamp Thing is.
Neither nil nor.
I'm saying The Godfather's an okay movie, but Return of Swamp Thing is like a classic.
Godfather's an okay movie.
Okay.
You heard him, people.
Okay.
It's out there.
I just
We
want
can
to put
talk
it out
about
on. I just want to put it out on the record that was a joke.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously. Everybody in the studio is frozen
Actually,
with laughter.
I was wondering if you were telling the truth. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm kidding. Okay.
Dove looks so
Yeah.
beautiful.
We watched second movie.
Hold on.
Okay,
Let's
go
pump
ahead.
the fucking swampy brakes. Okay. We didn't talk about the guy that had his shirt open the whole fucking time and was a sexual predator.
Oh God.
And we only mentioned
The head of security.
Monique Gabrielle.
Oh, yeah,
we only
Harry Man,
mentioned her.
right?
We have to talk about
Okay,
her
you're right. We have to talk
horrible
about her.
performance.
Yeah.
So let's talk about sex predator. Okay, let's see who that actually is. Let's see who that is.
Yeah, he's looking up who it is. Basically, in this movie, the head of security has
First
his
name,
shirt
sex-
open all the time, and he's hairy, like Robin Williams hairy.
Like
and he-
Robin
And he's
Williams there.
he's a predator. He's a creep. He likes to have intercourse with
I'm
females
gonna
without
assume
their.
it's Joey Sagal because his name is Gunn. That just
His
seems
last
like
name is Gunn?
No, well, it says Gunn, so I'm assuming that's like the head of
Oh,
security's
that's his name.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Something Gun. You gotta have a cool name. And
No, that's definitely not him. This is a gentleman. Let's see.
Maybe Monroco Lee.
Maybe?
Nope.
No.
yeah, anyway, he likes to have intercourse with people without their consent. He likes to do that in the movie.
I don't know what I'm not gonna spend the whole time.
Yeah,
this
I don't-
asshole.
Yeah, dead air, guys.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he wasn't.
Leachman, maybe? Hold on. Leachman sounds right. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the worst profile pic. Okay, anyways. Somebody cut in their face. It's a MySpace profile. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Anyways, yeah, he was a sexual predator.
He was going to fuck Monique Gabrielle. When they were like showing each other scars, they're like, "Yeah, dog bite.
Oh, yeah.
93."
Yeah.
You know,
And then all the
93,
scars, and then all the scars look
1989.
like, yeah. They were talking about like 1983, and then one of the scar looked like it had just been wounded maybe 3 days ago.
Yeah. They
yeah.
were all fresh scars. That was the
Yeah.
best part. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
fresh scars.
stupid.
But she's like Motley Crue concert '86.
Yeah,
and it's like
showing a
what?
scar. Yeah.
Oh, she's just
It was-
she's just there smiling, bouncing her tits, like yeah, I'm so lucky to be in the show.
Yeah, it's the only reason she's there. I hate
Unbelievably
to
lucky.
say it, but
I'm
yeah.
telling you, she was probably with the director in some way.
Yeah.
If he's directing
For real,
Death
though.
Stalker 2, she's in it. Them eyebrows, like I'm doing an impersonation right now, and it was just
Okay.
like
Yeah.
everything that she said just had eyebrow movement.
Her eyebrows up, down,
Oh
up,
my
down, up, down.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
was
she can't.
we'll search
act.
the compound.
Yeah,
She cannot act.
she can't act, and if she keeps getting roles by the same director, then they're involved
$20.
some way. Sorry, I hate to say that.
Yeah.
They have
no,
to
they
be.
have to be involved some way.
Because she's fucking
There's
terrible.
probably some Swamp Thing trivia.
Yeah.
We'll go to the.
What do they got on there?
Let's thank our sponsor IMDb for the trivia moments.
Please just.
This trivia moment brought to you by IMDb.com.
Boom.
IMDb. We're not sponsoring you.
I am IMDb. Okay. No, there's no trivia of that. They're not gonna have that on there.
How could
We're
they
such
not
asses
have
for doing this
trivia for
stupid bit.
Return of Swamp
There's no trivia. Did
thought
you
you
know
were-
the actress was banging the director? And it's like user Moni Gab. It's her, Moni Gab 89. She's like last
Did
movie
you
she ever
know
did.
that
you
Moni
know?
Gabrielle was banging the director during the production?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So stupid. Okay. Yeah, her acting was unbelievable. There was just a point where the movie was ending. We could feel it. It was right on its heels. And I was like, where is she at?
Yeah,
You know,
where the
where's
fuck
she
is
at?
she? Yeah, and it's like,
I got you.
anyway, I don't know what I was saying.
She was a god awful actor. The whole movie was campy and cheesy, and
Yeah,
but enjoyable.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
They just like cut her out.
But we need to talk about the real gem of the night.
Okay. Hey, kids, stop it. All right, so yes, the real gem of the night. Somebody introduced this glorious film.
Yeah, so after Return to Swamp Thing, we watched Miami Connection, the famous film that was I don't know what I'm saying. Apparently, it's a big time like B movie from the past.
Yeah, written, directed, acted in by YK.KIM2k.
YK.KIM2k, yeah.
It's his only movie.
Only no. How was it? God, man, this movie was a train wreck in the making. Like watching it, it was first. It just went. The movie just happened. It was just like happening. You know what I mean? Like here's a scene. There's a scene. Here's a scene. Oh, they're a band. Oh, there's a biker gang.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the training video for some martial arts all of a sudden outside of a public library.
Yeah, they did it at the on the University of Central Florida campus.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure YK.KIM probably was going to UCF at the time, or he lives in Orlando, which was also great. When I loved so much about that movie is it's called The Miami Connection, but you can tell they only went down to Miami for like a weekend and filmed a few shots in Miami, and the rest is filmed entirely in Orlando.
Right. No, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
which also reminds me, one of my favorite parts. There's so many great parts of that movie, but they didn't tell one of the actors who was I think one of the cops, where it's like, oh yeah, we're in Orlando, even though the scene happened in Miami. Like they didn't tell him that the scene's supposed to be taking place in Miami, and he said something about being in Orlando.
Orlando.
Mind you, for the people who don't know, Orlando is about, like, I want to say 5 or 6 hours away from Miami.
Wow.
Completely different parts of the state.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's some actual relative space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first off, there's some sort of drug deal going on. Let's just try to hit it.
I
mean, if we can find act. I just thought of my favorite part. Sorry. I lost my composure there for a moment.
But yeah, it opens with a drug deal. They're selling coke because it's the 80s, and that's how you open an action film. And through the course, I just want to really quick through the course of the movie. So a normal movie, you'd have two factions of ninjas, and they fight for some reason. There's a MacGuffin that causes them to have conflict, and then that's the dog people, and it's all resolved at the end. Characters have arcs, but in this movie it opens with a drug deal, and
a drug deal gone wrong.
Yep, a drug deal it always goes wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Except in real life, you know. You can always buy drugs with no one shooting at you in real life.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, through the course of this movie, they just do whatever they want, and there's no actual story.
I like the they're all just badass. Like they're all badass.
And they had to fill out like every single song. They would show the entirety of the song.
Oh god, yeah. Whatever song they played the whole fucking thing.
They played it for 3.5 fucking minutes. Mind you, YK.KIM2k's over there just like not knowing how to play a guitar to save his life.
Yeah.
He's just strumming along.
He's trying to strum. It doesn't even look like strumming.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how. It's like he knew how to play a guitar and was specifically like, okay, how can I make it so I don't look like I'm playing guitar?
Right.
Because I mean, none of the other actors really knew what they were doing for the most part, except like the bassist, like James McKernan pointed out. But nobody really knew what they were doing, but YK.KIM2k especially didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, what do you mean, as far as just being on a stage?
Like, no, I mean, like he was like slapping part of it in a weird way, and like not even coming close to fretting.
It was the black guy, right? The black guy?
What about him?
He was the one that was just up on stage, like getting like karate moves done to his nose. Like, y'all remember that scene? YK Kim's like just slow mo kicking him, and then he like grabs.
Oh,
his
he's
nose.
like, yeah, he grabs.
Oh,
his,
yeah,
he grabs
And then
his
they're like
nose.
walking.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you talking about that guy?
No, I'm
'Cause
talking-
he did nothing on stage.
No,
He
I'm
just
talking
had,
about.
like,
I'm
a
talking about YK
piece of
Kim.
cloth. Just,
No, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking about YK Kim. He was.
Yeah,
he
no,
was supposed to be the
absolutely.
guitarist,
Right.
and just like he was like
I
not
thought you
fretting.
referenced somebody else. Sorry.
He was like not fretting, and his picking was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, John, you're an actual guitar player, so that was probably extra frustrating for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
And for
to me, so fascinating.
For the folks at home, if you're confused, it's because this movie is really confusing. They're ninja. They're a ninja group.
Yes.
They play in a band, a
Keep
rock
going.
band. Both of them.
Both
Both
of them.
factions.
Both factions.
Yes.
And then
Ninja
the
group
evil
and-
faction are also bikers.
And they're right.
Yeah, the evil. That's correct.
Oh, that's true. The other one's
Yeah.
not bikers. So one of them's a biker group.
And then the leader of the biker group is like, he looked like a 50-year-old Filipino. Like, he's just like driving, and like
Yeah.
there's people on motorcycles behind him, and he's just kind of cheesing. And I'm like, what
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
is going on? Like,
Yeah.
that was a scene.
It was
Like-
like,
you know?
it was
Yeah,
YK Kim's buddy. He
Yeah,
was
it's probably like
wanna-
his
wanna be
cousin or
the- Oh yeah, I
something.
want to be in the movie, and he's like, you're the antagonist.
God. Oh, and then the
Implying
two
that
club
YK Kim
owners,
knows
remember
what
they got in a
antagonist
fight, and it just looked like a
Oh, that was
An
all
outtake?
ad-libbed.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were just ad-libbing, and then old dude like slips in his slipper, like almost ate shit in the take, and they're like, yeah, let's keep it.
YK Kim was
YK Kim was
literally
like, well, okay.
Listen,
They
there
want
needs to be a reason for a fight, so go argue.
Yeah, go
and then
argue.
we'll have a fight.
Action!
They did one take for like every scene. Remember the getting
Yep.
in the car scene?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
And
Every
he
person every time there was a scene of them getting in the car, one person trips getting into the car. None of you motherfuckers are cool enough to all do it at the same time without tripping on the car.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not that cool of ninjas.
Yeah.
YK Kim's the first one to trip, by the way.
Yeah.
He like gets his foot caught. But, I mean, he is the shortest of the group.
Yeah.
Look, what's the one guy with the katana at the end, and he like cuts somebody, and it's like
Yeah,
ketchup
Beto
blood in
O'Rourke.
his face.
Beto
Like,
O'Rourke. Yeah.
That tall motherfucker, his kicks were insane.
Yeah.
He could literally just
Yeah.
kick a giraffe in the throat. It just was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was actually trained. He was pretty good too. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
I'm digressing. Like,
He was good at the kicks, but his overacting was hilarious.
He was-
when
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
he was
during the part
overacting.
when he has blood all on his face.
God, yeah. Well, anyways, what I was saying is like he's the tallest member. But, like, and YK Kim is the shortest. But, like, of course, YK Kim would be the most agile and
Yeah.
trips getting into the car. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
still talking about the car, in case you forgot.
I love my favorite line of his is when he's having that argument with the main bad guy, and he
Right.
says, "You did not scare me at all, at all." They repeat that at all in the editing room. That was repeated because they fucking at all, and then it cuts immediately because. Oh, remember the scene?
The guy's like, the guy comes up and threatens him. Hey, you talk to me like that. He's like, the way he said it was just so weird. Just the cadence of English with
Yeah,
it
yeah.
not being your first language is
Like,
so funny.
It's hilarious, and if you can't act, then
Not because
really
it's
funny.
racist.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I know
not trying to be
Well, I
racist.
mean,
here.
no,
I'm
it's
just
not.
saying,
It's not.
like,
There's
I'm
not.
just saying.
No, it's not racist at all. Like, it's like the thing is when you don't learn English from a young age, and if you lose like a lot of Asian languages, I'm pretty sure he is South Korean. I could be mistaken on this, but like I don't know South Korean, but I know like Japanese only has 110 sounds in it. We have over 10,000 sounds in English.
Wow.
So they just don't have those sounds. They're not used
Like on
to
their
making
palate,
those
yeah.
noises.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, basically anyone that can't speak English that well and they're in a movie
They
where
wrote
it's supposed to
and
be
directed.
serious,
Yeah,
it's going to be
serious.
funny. Like,
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, because they're playing it straight.
yeah, exactly.
They're playing it so fucking straight. It's the hardest straight. It's the hardest straight.
There's one
It
dude.
was his passion project.
It was. It really was.
It-
There's do you guys
it was
remember
his-
the one dude with the beard and the earring?
Oh, yeah.
Beard in the earring, beard in the earring.
Yeah, he was
beard
one.
in
He was
the
one.
earring.
He was the bad guy.
Yeah,
See,
his-
there's some
Or
production.
he wasn't
stuff.
like the main bad guy, but he was one of the.
Yeah,
main
he's
bad
one of the
guys.
bad guys, and he's talking to somebody who's talking to his girlfriend, and he's like, "Who's this guy you're talking with?" She's like, "Oh, he's just a friend."
Yeah, that's
a friend.
He was her brother.
Oh,
and she was like,
really?
Yeah, she was with like Dragon Sound.
Oh yeah,
And I guess she started dating Eli Manning or something, and then he was her brother.
Eli Manning. That's right. He does look like Eli Manning.
A friend. I couldn't get over that. I love that delivery. It's fucking terrible.
I have it on mute, but I'm gonna have the trailer playing so we can reference people. We can be like, that fucker.
Yeah, good plan. Good plan.
Good plan.
Yeah. So
right after
the
this
trailer
stupid
is
fucking
loading.
commercial.
God, what a funny ad. I would like to purchase this product.
I'm now gonna go buy that product because I
Yeah.
saw that ad.
Squeeze out a shit on my own face.
Bye.
Shit on my grandma's
Draft
grave.
House Films. Nice.
But
Wow.
Oh, I love that. I love that title.
But yeah, the overall pacing to that film was an absolute mess.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
loved it so much.
Look, what's going on here? What's
Yeah,
like?
so this
I
is
remember
the-
these scenes.
This is the actual Dragon.
God,
That's
he looks
YK.KIM.
ridiculous. Oh my God, the guy with the mullet and the mustache. Remember him?
Against the ninja.
Oh, yeah. He didn't even was the guy with the
Against
mustache
the
even
ninja.
in the final couple scenes?
I have no
No.
idea.
Like I remember like
He
two
wasn't.
of the and remember how every single like scene where they're at the house, everybody had to be shirtless.
Yeah, everyone's shirtless all the time.
Jesus, look at all this violence. Only through violence can we end violence.
That is the scene, and we need to talk about that scene.
Okay,
that is the
okay.
scene that broke James.
Okay,
I
so
looked away. What was the scene?
amidst all
Oh,
of
go ahead.
all of the fighting that happens, there's even a point where the entire bad gang corrals them. Just the 6 members of the band, the karate band, the martial arts band.
Dragon Sound.
Dragon Sound.
Forgive me.
It's okay.
Dragon Sound. Nonetheless, like
You,
we have a scene like this, right? Where they just get surrounded and they somehow escape, and then there's lots of violence, and then apparently one of the characters applied for college. Yes.
No, it was
Yeah.
you're talking about the black guy with the Jerry curls?
Yeah.
Nah, he reconnected with his father.
That is correct. Yeah, I knew he got something in the mail.
Yeah, he initially gets like the letter
never
in the
knew his
mail,
dad.
and
He never
YK,
knew his
he never knew his dad, and then
my
YK.KIM is like, "I'm so happy for you,"
They pick him,
and he
ladies
has like
and gentlemen.
he has this like really feminine, high pitched voice.
Who?
To go with the Jerry curls? Maurice Smith. It just showed his name on there.
Yeah.
He kind of
Angelo.
like this.
What is Angelo doing? Mustache mullet
Talks like
man.
this.
Mustache mullet man. Okay, anyways. Okay, so there's all these scenes of absurd violence and over the top ridiculousness, karate instructional at a point. And then there's a moment where Maurice is his name?
Maurice, yeah.
Maurice
Maurice Smith was
connects
the
with
actor's
his
name.
that's the actor's name.
Yeah.
Connects with his dad in the movie. And he finds out through a letter, and everybody comes out like a David Dakota film, shirtless.
Yeah.
And he says, "I reconnected with my father," or whatever. Like he says something of the nature.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
His father wrote him back.
And then YK, what is his name?
YK.KIM.
Y2K Kim fucking says, "Oh, you connected with your father?" He says it in such a way, and then repeats it with even more enthusiasm and excitement. And then they all lift him up.
Yeah.
Like he
Like,
just
remember
won
the Titans.
football
Yeah.
game. Like it is the most absurd thing you will ever see when you're just watching scenes. It's just things are happening.
Yeah.
And
It's the payoff to an arc where it's like
There it is.
first-
There it is.
Yeah, for the folks at home, John is watching the trailer, and that came up. But yeah, it's his first scene is I never knew my father, and it takes 10 fucking minutes, and
Yeah.
he's crying
oh my
with
god,
quotes.
it was oh my god, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
yeah,
That's
it was
the
the
a
setup.
and they
But-
held the same shot
Yeah,
for
the whole
like
time.
a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, the first scene 10 minutes, the second scene takes 2 minutes, and that's it. That's his arc.
That's his
That's
arc.
all that happens.
That's all you need. That's all you need. But God, that shot, it just sat there the whole time, and he's like, "My father," and these tears are just rolling down his face, and all the other actors are just kind of in the background. Like, I know what I'm thinking if I'm that actor. God damn it.
Yeah,
This is so
fuck this shit.
boring.
It's fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
that's exactly what Mullet was thinking. He didn't even try and look like he was like emotionally attached. He's just like,
had,
can we
his
get
shirt
over with this
his
shit?
shoulders
Yeah,
looking. It was ridiculous. But God, and then they're cheering him, they're chanting and they're lifting him up, and it's kind of going slow mo, I want to say, or maybe time was just moving slow because I was laughing.
No,
so
they do it.
hard.
They do it in slow mo.
Okay, God, it was unfucking believable, and then it fades. It does a crossfade, and they're putting on his tie for him. It's just so stupid because they're just cheering him, and then it's like, we're putting your clothes on for you.
Yeah,
like you're getting ready.
YK.KIM was putting them all through college.
And then only to die later. Only
I forgot about that.
No,
All
he didn't die. He got cut.
Oh, that's right. They brought him to the hospital.
Yeah, they brought him to the hospital, and then they had his dad show up, but his dad was clearly the same age, but with like a fake wig on.
They put like shoe shine or whatnot, white shoe shine in their hair and mustache. It's like, come on, that's not an old man.
Yeah, fucking Spirit Halloween store.
All of that
spray
violence.
down the light.
Yeah, they just sprayed it on. Somebody get some spray paint. Like, this is probably before Spirit stores, so they're just at the hardware store hitting it with a can of spray paint. He's like, this ain't gonna fuck up my hair, is it? He's like, nah, you're good. Nah, man, you're good. You're good. And then it fucks up his hair.
Can you pause that? It's distracting me.
Yeah, of course.
But so it concludes with they're all going to college in the car.
Oh my
God! And then they get ambushed, and then they have a fight in a park where there's trees everywhere, so they don't need permits.
And it was just
Blackfoot ninjas.
It was just like a nature preserve, like a nature walk.
Yeah. Once they started repeating the same shots, not that it was the same shot, it was just like, well, that's the same bush. They just moved the camera this direction
it's
now.
in the same fucking
then you had
area.
a feel of, they're just in a park. I see a bridge that people can walk over, like a little walking bridge, or a bicycle. Like they used one of those bridges for like one of the main scenes when all the bad ninjas are coming in. It's like, look at how intimidating they are as they go across this footbridge. Yeah. This footbridge.
Yeah, for real. They
the other side of the camera is just like it's like just traffic driving by. They're just shooting. They're cheating every shot into a bush.
Yeah.
Come on, get the fuck out of the way! I'm driving here. I don't know. They're in New York all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's basically an epic sword fight. A lot of screaming, and it's completely out of nowhere. They start killing people, brutally.
Yeah,
brutally.
Eli Manning kills the fuck out of
Beto
somebody.
O'Rourke slashes some motherfuckers like big time, and and then you guys remember it concludes after everyone's killed a bunch of people. They've got blood on their face and they're screaming. It concludes with what does it say?
Only through peace can we
eliminate
violence. Eliminate violence.
Yeah.
But we've just
only
watched nothing
through
but
violence can we achieve world peace.
No,
there's something about eliminating violence.
No, it's not even close.
No, Miss South Carolina. No, Miss Utah. No, Miss Utah. That's wrong. Only through violence can we achieve world peace.
That's basically what they meant, because that's what they did.
It was probably some proverb somewhere in South Korea, and it said something along the lines of only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
And then it's like, but you just watch nothing but violence. You've watched some music.
It's not a proverb.
Concerts.
It's not a proverb. That's just the tagline for his Taekwondo dojo. Sorry. Taekwondo.
They clearly shot the whole movie, and YK.KIM. He kind of backpedaled on all the violent shit. He felt bad. So they're like, put this at the end of movie. Make it better. Make better.
Bookend.
You don't scare me at all.
What? Hey, YK, do you think it's alright if I maybe wear my shirt this scene?
No, you cannot. Take your shirt off.
Oh man, that movie was something else.
Yeah, it was great.
It
was fucking hilarious.
I think they have that on Blu-ray.
We were laughing our asses off.
I think it's actually on Blu-ray. I might get that for us.
Yeah, it is. I think Red Letter Media talks about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll just have to steal their copy.
Sure.
We'll just have to
Sure.
steal the Declaration
Josh's
of
face.
Independence.
Sure. Well,
We'll have to
we
steal the
need a
Declaration of
professional for
Independence.
this. We need a specialist.
Nick
Yeah,
Cage.
yeah.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
What?
Shout out to Nick Cage. What are you doing, man?
Special
What are you
special
up
guest
to?
in the
What
studio,
have you been up
Nicolas
to?
Cage.
Huh?
Special guest in the studio, Nicolas Cage.
Whoa, it's me.
That's not bad, actually.
So have you cured your spending addiction, or are you
Can't do
still
it
buying dinosaur skulls?
Right? Yeah. The dinosaurs.
He's busting a nut on his new wife's face.
Jesus Christ. Where are we going? You guys, it's derailed. The shambles have shambled.
Freaking out that I just said that.
No, I don't care that you said it. I'm just like, where
Just
are we going
ruining
now?
the show. So
It's like it's become surreal. Like we've gone
Yeah.
through a door. What is this place? People call me the Swamp Thing.
We have
I'm a plant.
I am the embodiment of Ambien. Yeah, so those were great, man. That was a good fucking time. And what are we
Yeah.
gonna be watching tonight?
But I want to do. I'm gonna do monster flicks again. So probably Python
yeah.
2 and Howard the Duck.
I'm so excited.
oh my god!
We're gonna have a
Monster
vote
movies.
on
You
Howard the
snuck
Duck.
that
We're
in.
not watching that shit. I vote we never watch that.
You know, I started watching
Howard
Fifth
the
Element.
Yeah, just move
yesterday.
on.
Fifth Element.
Let's move on.
Huh?
Fifth Element. You said.
Fifth Element. Yeah, I started watching it. It's on Netflix right now. We have it on VHS right there. I have a really cool. It's like almost like a Pokemon holographic. Like the whole
Oh,
cover is
really?
metallic all the way around. It's really cool.
Nice.
But yeah, Fifth Element.
I hate The Fifth Element.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I really
Why?
don't like it. It's just
Let's discuss
it's
it.
beautiful.
Yes.
First off, the effects are fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude. I was watching. I'm
That
watching the
story
miniatures and
sucks,
stuff was really
though.
nice.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
Uma
forgettable.
can't act in
Uma.
it's not Uma Thurman.
No. It's
That
Mila
woman,
Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich, can't act.
She
she's
cannot
terrible.
act. I
know she's
absolutely
playing an
agree.
alien or whatever, but that's just excuse.
At
So
least
she-
in this movie, she has direction.
Yeah.
At least in this
Yeah.
movie, she has direction.
Yeah.
She's not
Have
Are you
to
a
saying
great
she-
actress,
are you saying
but
she
at
didn't
least
have
she's
a
doing what the
direction in
director's
Resident Evil?
asking to propel the story.
Yeah.
You know, act like you're suffocating. You've just breathed life for the first time since, whatever.
That's
You
true,
know,
yeah.
you don't know any language. She really is good at doing that whole I don't know a language. Or, I'm speaking a language that nobody knows. Like,
Lulu
she
Dallas
really is just
multipass, yeah.
going on and on and on. And I was, like, really impressed. But just looking at her, I'm just like, sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Like, so boring. Like,
Yeah.
at least the director has a direction. I've seen her in the
That's true.
Resident Evil movies, and it's just... you guys remember Ed, Edd and Eddie? And you remember Plank?
Never saw it.
That wood plank? Like, that you could insert that into all the shots.
Don't disrespect Plank like that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like...
Plank has way more personality and character than
Christ, John.
Mila Jovovich.
I'm trying to talk seriously about Mila Jovovich.
And I'm trying to talk seriously about Plank.
But yeah, the movie's going, and then all of a sudden, Chris Tucker comes in and makes it worse.
See, I
He
love
sucks.
Chris Tucker.
He's
I
fucking
love him.
terrible in that.
I hate that he's part of that whole
They
stereotype.
took a risk, though.
You know
They
that
took-
They took a fucking risk.
Thank you.
It didn't
Thank you.
work for me, but that movie's really popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see why. It's,
You know that-
it's not terrible.
I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that role was written for Prince.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about this the other day. You told me
Yeah,
that. That's
like-
amazing.
Yeah.
But he does a
I
great
can see
job.
why he wouldn't take that role.
Yeah.
He does a
right.
great job.
Prince is
Like
too
Chris Tucker's execution.
He definitely steals the show for
he
me.
steals every scene for me too. But I saw him in Friday growing up as a kid,
Yeah.
and so I had like I don't know. There's just
I don't.
something.
Yeah, I don't care for him as an actor really. But
He was really good in Silver Linings Playbook. Yeah.
never saw it.
Yeah.
What?
He's
Isn't
in
that
there.
a drama?
Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
a
he's-
serious movie?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
You
I
guys,
gotta
he
see
doesn't
that.
act because he's like, yo, I made enough money, I'm good. Like he could,
yeah.
he could be
Between-
doing serious roles.
Between
like,
Friday,
yeah.
the Rush Hour series, that
We got Rush
Fifth,
Hour over there,
Fifth
too.
Element becoming a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's
Pete
probably,
and repeat on
he's-
TBS and TNT like all the
Yeah,
time.
he's set for life. He's
Yeah.
set for life.
For real though.
Like
Rush
Syndicate.
Hour was fucking huge.
yeah.
It was such a big movie.
And the Friday series, like that's huge too, and he's in
yeah,
that.
that's
so.
true.
I think they're doing a fourth because this seems to be like the season of everything gets a sequel that or a everything gets another variant on the movie, because we haven't released the third one since 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
They're
A soft
they're gonna
reboot.
like how we just had
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 like 2 years ago, where it's like it's
love
because
that.
they haven't had a movie, or they hadn't had an
Yeah,
Incredibles.
they're
But
gonna.
that was on the shelf for production for a long time. It's just that Cars was such a huge success that
Oh,
they just
yeah,
ramped
they
2
kinda
and
just
3
focused
out, and
everything
it's like
out.
it pushed all the Toy Stories back.
Oversaturate it.
It
Makes
pushed-
everyone not care
Yeah,
when you
I
pump them out a
hate
year
Cars.
after.
I can't stand that series.
Yeah.
And it's because of what's his name?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Thank you.
He's the worst thing that's ever happened. Hurricane Katrina, no. 9/11, no. No, but back to what you were saying about Rush Hour, they're gonna make a 4th Rush Hour. They're not gonna call it Rush Hour 4. They're gonna call it Rush Hour.
Yo, yeah,
And it's gonna be the
yeah.
new
It's a
Rush
soft
Hour.
reboot. It's a soft
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah, they're gonna do that shit.
I hate
Jackie
that.
Chan's gonna be like with a fucking walker, like.
Doing his own stunts.
Yeah.
I was noticing when I rearranged all the VHS and movies for us, we have a lot of Jackie Chan. We might have to do a
Dude.
Jackie Chan battle night. Because now
Jackie
for Shit
Chan
Show,
is the shit.
but now that
And-
we've established it, 2
if we're
movies for
gonna
Shit
do-
Show go head to head.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
really like
That's-
that
Yeah,
we could do.
concept.
Really
Yeah, we
good
could do a
idea.
Jackie
So
Chan.
like that's why I want to watch 2 movies
We
tonight:
also-
Python 2 and then another monster movie, and then
Yeah,
we
good
talk
plan.
about whichever
Yeah.
one's better. Yada yada.
Also got a two-sided DVD Bruce Lee.
Oh, fuck
Bruce
yeah.
Lee versus
Really?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that would have to be a double
Dude.
feature.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
dude.
we've got a whole bunch of shit comic book films. Man, we've just got a whole bunch recently.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a whole
You
bunch.
wait, you got some new recently?
Yeah, when we did we have an unboxing. Remember?
Oh,
We got to do the unboxing. Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, we have 2 Lou Ferrigno Hulks.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to watch
Yeah,
because it's fucking terrible.
Daredevil. We have 2 copies of Daredevil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can watch widescreen
Widescreen.
and full screen.
Yeah. But enough about that. We'll save that for the unboxing. I'll upload that later. We'll do that later.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
But nonetheless, yeah, we've got some good stuff. So like, we have some great shit shows, and the fact that we do them, weekly, that's enough for us, like churning out, like stuff for everybody to view and us to talk about and stuff. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we love watching movies. We might as well just be talking about movies too that people like to
Yeah.
talk about movies with,
Yeah, you
And I mean,
can listen to it on your
yeah.
drive to work.
well, I mean, like we got Cat's Eye. That's now got the movie in it. That's got
Yeah.
that's a shit show. We have live commentary and a viewing of the film with it, so you'll be able to see the film with it. Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that!
Wow, isn't that just interesting?
But yeah, talking about reboots and Fifth Element and stuff, I didn't finish it, but it was really wonderful to watch because the production quality just like holds up. It's like one of those movies that is going to, over time, it's just going to stand out even more because it'll be
True.
like, remember how they made movies? Yeah, like that's how they made movies. Like it
For
will,
real.
it will last like that with the miniatures and like really good special effects and things like that. For
His
its time.
apartment is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool. Everything's
cool.
all smashed together,
Yeah.
and the bed comes up.
I like when he meets the typical Asian man that has profits or whatnot, and he's feeding him noodles, but it's like the spaceship comes up to his
Oh,
house,
yeah.
it docks to the wall or whatnot, and the wall.
It's a food truck.
Yeah, it's a
but
food
it's
truck,
a
yeah.
space food truck.
Yeah, and then it like
That's
it
so
tugs- it
cool.
tugs
I
off.
love that.
It's really
dude.
it's
Yeah.
just the atmosphere of the
It's
world.
no
is
Blade
so
Runner.
The
well
world building
designed.
was
It's
fantastic.
no
Yeah.
Blade Runner,
Yeah,
but it was really good.
it's definitely no Blade Runner. There's just something. I don't know.
It's its own thing, though.
It's its own thing. Yeah.
It's not.
When we're talking
it's
about
not like
tears
Blade
earlier,
Runner, really.
it's its
but-
own sci-fi world.
yeah,
I mean, it's no Blade 2.
that's true.
Jesus Christ! Well,
Not even the
if we can
same
reference
genre.
A nice reference to Blade Runner is like how dark and gritty that is. You could think of it like this. So in the Fifth Element, they have all the traffic flying by. Everybody's
Yeah.
flying by, and then there's the fog, which they dip down into to hide, and it's like all boggy.
I'll never
and
forget that.
sweaty
I saw that
and
when I was a
rainy and
kid.
stuff.
Yeah.
If you think
yeah,
of that, what if that's just the lower level? because in Blade Runner it's just dark and gritty and there's constant smoke and rain and stuff. You know, like what if it just flew up? Like they could be within the same world. You know,
except in Blade Runner they have shots of the floor to the
No,
sky.
they absolutely do.
So
I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, like plausibly, like they could share
like
worlds.
Really, you're gonna argue about that? Who cares?
Well, I mean, you see the entire city and like the flames shooting out of like different spouts and stuff, and then you see the pyramid and everything.
Yeah.
God, fucking love that movie. Hard on.
Do you guys see 2047?
2049? I haven't seen
2049.
I was about to say. Yes, it was fantastic.
I've seen like the visuals for it, and it looks fucking amazing.
Dude,
I think at first I didn't care for it. When it was over and I took a breath, I was like, man, you know, like that wasn't the same. But it's not noir. It's not. It's a different type of story. So I spent a week processing it just over and over, beating it with like every thought that I had,
locking it in your closet, starving it for weeks on end.
But nonetheless, I mean, I remember just thinking over and over like how well conceptualized it was, and it still shared the same universe. It didn't feel different. Yeah. It's like when we talk about Indiana Jones 4. It's a horrible movie, but at least it has the same sound effects and the same color palette and the same atmosphere. Everything is the same.
It's a con job.
It's just the execution was a little off.
Right.
So with Blade Runner 2049, I really liked it. I thought it was amazing in the end.
I personally consider it like the perfect sequel. Yeah. In my opinion, it's the best, one of the best sequels ever. Yeah. Because because Blade Runner is fucking amazing, but it has problems. Mm-hmm. It does have problems. I'm gonna get so many emails for that. But it has issues. It just does.
I see it now.
In order
First
to truly,
of all, fuck you.
I have over 300 confirmed kills. You piece of fucking shit. Okay, but nonetheless, what you're saying is like it has its flaws. But in order to truly appreciate that, to appreciate the original Blade Runner, you have to know it has pacing issues.
Yes.
It
is an issue, but I actually really like that about it.
Yeah,
I like how long everything takes. I love
feel
slow
like
movies.
Breathing. I feel like anytime we're in like a scene and he's like the iconic enhance.
Yeah.
Special guest from The Wind.
Yeah.
Like even though that scene is so long, I feel like I'm in that room.
I'm in it, dude. I feel like
I'm sitting there and I'm
bored.
Breathing in the smoke that's in the background, you know, that's creating beautiful contrast here and there. And then you've got beaming light from like different cookies and shit and inserts creating all this spectacular lighting.
And you're watching the technology.
And you're seeing him do it the way he would do it. He's just sitting there with his glass. You know, I'm holding a glass. He's sitting there with his glass and he's drinking and he's like thinking, and you're just, some people call that a pacing issue. I call that just falling into the scene.
Yeah, world building.
Yeah.
Immersion.
Yeah, immersion.
Yeah. Perfect immersion.
Perfect word.
Yeah, man. It anyway, it has issues, but the second one, like, it took all that. It kept the pacing of the first one, which is fucking bold. Yeah. That's big complaint about the first one. It's too long. They took that and kept it. Yeah. Just so fucking cool. And because it's really long, and then and they made everything better. Yeah. Like all the little problems with the first one, they made it better, in my opinion.
I like the ambiguity of it. Just like the unknowing.
Sorry, spoilers.
All good.
Pardon me.
Don't tell the ending for John.
Yeah, no, I definitely won't. Just like
go
there's constant questions, and as an audience member, you feel like one of the characters because you're constantly questioning the main character, the people that we're following in the narrative. We're questioning what's happening to them, so we feel like we're questioning ourselves, and like that constant. I feel like no. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, not in the story, but just within the way that we're getting questions and answers. You're like, you want to know. You're so hungry.
You want to know
you
what
want
it
to
is.
fucking know. And like sometimes they answer them, sometimes they don't. That's how life works.
And
sometimes
you get an answer that you don't like, and then you end up liking it.
Yeah.
Genius.
Just
dude.
because of
really
cause
good.
and effect. Cause
right.
and effect.
Yeah.
But, you know.
The one couple last things about Blade Runner, since we're on the topic. The opening scene. I don't want to give too much away, but there's an opening scene at a place, and someone's cooking potato soup.
I want to see a sequel with that.
What?
And I know the opening scene. I know what you're talking about. I've seen the movie, so keep going.
Oh no, okay.
I want to see an entire movie based on around that scene.
Oh, around that place.
Yes.
Oh,
you know,
for
yes,
real though.
yes.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant at
that
first.
Would be a great sequel.
That would be so cool. But
if you're gonna give me a third one, more of that. More
Yeah.
of the first scene.
Yeah.
More of the first scene.
that scene was in the original Blade Runner 1 script. That scene was in the first movie.
Shut up.
And so they deleted
Trivia.
it from the movie. They deleted it. They didn't put it in the movie, and they put it in the second one as like a nod.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so
dude,
cool.
It only expands the world even more. It's
Yeah,
like
man.
it's like, hey, here's this glorious meal you've been having.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit. Here's something on the side.
Yeah, dude.
And you're like,
I
wow, that's
know.
a nice addition. That's a
Yeah.
that's a nice
The
compliment.
characters in it were completely different, doing
God.
different things, but that, like the potato soup on the counter, yeah, is all in the.
So amazing.
Apparently, there's a 4-hour cut of the movie that never is going to get released. So.
Maybe,
Why?
Maybe down the road eventually.
You think?
I mean,
Yeah, the directors. I don't know if he wants to release it, but I think that would be great. I'd watch it.
I mean, they have like 16 cuts of the first Blade Runner.
Oh yeah,
Something
one with
ridiculous like that.
narration,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
without. Yeah.
Mo cuts means mo money, and mo money
Tap, tap.
means mo speech therapy.
Tap out the B.
Yeah.
Oh, you do that. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, now that we've rounded out our 2 movies and we talked about a couple of other ones, I think it's time we bring the show to an end. This has been a
absolutely.
nice conversation. I've enjoyed
It's
this.
been
with you guys.
great. Been a good time.
Yeah, how was it?
Good for you.
Good for you.
How was it?
Do more of it. Do more of the scene. Do more of the scene. You know others.
Yeah,
What is
you're walking in my shot, man. You and me are done professionally.
You and me are done professionally.
Oh god.
Who says that? Who says that? Anyways.
Oh, Christian Bale.
No, I'm saying, what human
yeah.
being says that?
yeah,
You and I
what
are
an
done
asshole, yeah.
professionally. Just like that.
Dude, he was withdrawing from opiates, probably.
Probably.
He's all pissed off.
Yeah, now that we've reached the end of the show, guys, shout out to all of you, all the viewers, all of our friends we work with, family members, people that have organically joined the force of this
My
community.
aunt.
Yeah, his aunt Belinda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aunt Belinda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aunt Belinda.
we actually didn't talk about her.
Her
Special guest
her
next
diet.
week.
There's no
we didn't have enough
time.
time for
There's no
Belinda
fucking
today.
time.
Sorry, Belinda. We didn't. She's in the green room.
Time over here.
She's in the green room. But nonetheless, I just want to quickly say, head to Facebook, head to Twitter and Instagram. Follow us all there at
Or don't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
or don't. You know, do your own thing. You're your own person. But
Fuck
nonetheless,
you.
if you wanted to find us and send us hate emails, it's at alienartschool. And that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Farmers Meat,
Reddit. We have a
Farmers
subreddit.
Meat, 8A, who cares?
We have a Christian mingle, all the jokes. all this.
Yeah. Christian, all the jokes, all the jokes,
That's
all the jokes. All
The subreddit's actually serious. That's not a joke. We have a subreddit.
We have a subreddit.
I don't even know
it's
what
that's
that is.
cool.
It's r/Alien Art School.
What's on there? All the jokes, all the jokes, all the jokes.
I've mostly just posted,
3
I've mostly
posts.
just posted podcasts so far.
Oh, okay,
I'm
perfect.
gonna post other shit. Just to
Yeah,
get
we'll
it.
get some more shit on there.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't Tumblr remove all their like porn and stuff? We'll be posting all that shit that Tumblr removed. Join us at Alien Art School. That being said, guys, fuck you, fuck this podcast. Hashtag fuck yourself.
Fuck this podcast.
Guys, it's been fun. Later.
And with that, I'm John.
I'm Jash with
And
an
I'm
A.
James.
I'm gonna go evacuate my bowels.